that's if you call her in. Like, I know Nushka has a really big point to her of not trying to utilize any of the fell gods which are around her, so it's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think she would, but it's also like she really wants that fucking book.
9 minutes.
But also, it might
I think-
actually
okay,
stop you
well,
from
and
dying.
it's total
later.
lie.
I think what she's gonna try and do, right? She's gonna sort of make a show of taking off her gun, putting it on the ground, hoping to God that everyone around her is gonna guard that thing with her life, with their life even. She'll come up and just kind of, I don't know, place both her hands on the wall and just kind of take a deep breath, I suppose. So, Kenny, you know why I'm here, yes?
I will say, here's the thing. He doesn't speak unless he's casting a spell. Like, he does fulfill verbal components. But when he speaks, it is not a human voice. So, he never talks to you guys. Unless it's through spells. He manifests, he conjures up the words. I do.
I'm hoping she can be real enough to get at least that. Then you know of Zarina, correct?
The noble Zarina. If you're
Right.
going to speak her name, at least get it right.
The noble Zarina. Fair enough. I wish to know more of her, and more of my own one. What I was told was in your book.
Maybe
But-
that is true, maybe that is not.
That is true. But I suggest you know more than what's in your book, considering you're the one that read it.
What are you getting at, girl?
Take me with you. Let me in. You can teach me so much more than anything that book can.
You would so readily betray all of your friends that got you here.
I told you she smelled like a traitor.
Well, let me in and maybe I can show you. I can be a lot more loyal than that moon can.
Roll me
Go on.
persuasion if you're GM roll it to me if you're genuine, or deception if you're lying. Tim?
Could Oriana try to help sell that by like kicking up the gun away from her?
No.
Please be a good
Okay,
roll,
well.
please.
Ah, my pen.
The thing is, do you guys know which one she's doing?
No
Good
idea.
question.
Oriana can say with confidence, but she can't say with accuracy.
Can I
Can say
inspiration
with
that?
confidence
Just
what she wants.
You can, yeah.
Can we insight check her as well?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I don't
mean,
have my
if,
dice anymore.
no,
Fuck.
she is
I would say
betraying
you
us,
do get guidance.
Then we're pretty toast. Either way, because we have no way out.
Yeah, I've been wanting to have Oriana ask Skull, like, hey, do you have a way for me to get out in this case? And it's like, I don't know if the answer is yes right
Yeah,
now.
you could ask her that at any time. It's not like she's far.
Yeah.
Alright, I rolled for Sakani.
He got a 32.
He stares intensely at you, and he gestures for you to walk around to the other side. Behind him. To the other side of the circle.
she'll do it, I guess.
He does open up the wall of force to let you in. And it closes right behind you. So you're stuck in there with him. For your protection, of course.
Oh, naturally, of course, yes.
And there's no,
Try
something.
reaction
And he,
time to get
Yeah,
there.
of course.
he actually does now speak in common.
Mhm.
A voice which is so used to Abyssal is now speaking to you in common. It sounds like absolute fucking hell, quite literally, I guess.
I must admit, Anushka, when I had this Jillian go get you, I did not think you'd be this reasonable, given your resistance against him, but
He stands up in a... It's not shaky, because it makes it sound like he's stumbling. No, it's rather smooth, but you could definitely tell like there is like a lot of effort that goes into it, like because he's just that old.
Yeah.
He is taller than you by a decent bit. He's rather unusually tall. That or just that voidic influence affecting him. He puts a hand on your shoulder.
but it warms my blackened little heart to see you do similar as I.
She'll just kind of
This
like, I don't know.
is- This is good. There will be many you abandon on your way to power and the truth and knowledge. This is but your first step. He pats you on the shoulder, like, good job, bud. You did it.
So, Christ, she'll just kind of like smile and kind of nod at that. Very quickly, does it seem like he's got any kind of spell focus or like magic-y thing or something?
He's been casting all without a spell focus this whole time. It makes you wonder if he does need it, or if he has something hidden, or worse.
I mean, he has 1 HP, technically. You could probably just bludgeon him.
He simultaneously has 1 HP and infinite HP.
He's a weird fella.
He is a weird fella.
But if you can get him to drop concentration on the wall of force...
That's
He's
what I'm
not the
thinking.
one. He's not the one concentrating on the wall of force.
He's not?
Is it
No.
just the universe at this point?
See, the ground, you said it had symbols on it, right? Is it like...
Did you guys know glyphs of warding can hold other spells?
Oh, is the glyph holding the concentration for the wall
Correct,
of force?
and it's protecting itself by being in its own
a
wall of
cycle
force.
protection.
So
I
is
know,
it,
that's
and-
crazy.
bullshit
It's
and
as if you need to
amazing
be
at
an
the same
archmage
time.
or something to get into that dumb bullshit.
So
I
very
hate
quickly,
that
is the
works.
glyph like
Yeah.
within where like is Anushka able to make contact with that glyph and potentially like disrupt it?
Are you a high enough spellcaster?
I was thinking like just fucking I don't know break it or something like physically if that's possible.
Is she able to discern how to disrupt it by ripping off a board?
Basically, yeah.
board?
'Cause technically,
It's
'cause technically it's
stonework on
not a
the
full.
ground,
You see what I'm
Well,
saying?
yeah, but
though.
it's not a full glyph at that point, is it? It's like part of one, so it's a partial. That's got to disrupt
It-
something, right?
I direct you to our conversation how you disrupt the teleportation runes from the lab to the keep to the repository. I would direct you to that conversation.
Big explosion.
I mean, if you guys had a Sigillian corpse to explode right now, yeah, but it's more than just disrupting the physical glyph.
2 minutes.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, she's in. Does she just beat him to a pulp? Does she look like she can take him?
He looks
Yes and
like
no at the
he's
same
old
time?
enough to be your great grandfather. Physically, you could probably take him.
I know,
You,
but
you could probably grab that book from him, and unless he magically does something to you, you probably can grab it.
He could probably hold. Wow. Oh wait, no. If he's not
Grab-
holding his
grab
own
the book
concentration,
and
he probably
choke
hold
him.
person.
Grab the book and choke him with it, like John Wayne.
Oh wait, yeah.
But would attacking him be the smartest option?
that's what I'm wondering. Because if he
With
just slaps
like a
me with
minute
a
and a
spell,
half, do we have a different
I know.
option?
Fuck.
We don't
Or
have time
if he's
for
stuck?
not smart options. We have 1 minute, 15 seconds.
Oh shit.
I
minute,
appreciate you
10
timing it.
Okay. Oh fucking hell. Can would I get away with just like slapping a bitch,
1 minute, 5
like
seconds.
holding him to the ground?
Do not.
If you
Go ahead, if
specifically
you want to try.
fucking like grab him by the throat and stop him from speaking, that can probably stop a chunk of his spells. So you could choke him out, grab the book, and just start bludgeoning him with the book. There. That's the best thing I
Okay, cool. I'll do that. Not with a book, but like with some other form of heavy object.
So what do you do?
I'll do that.
What is that?
I will
What-
try and wrestle him to the ground, grab the book, and knock him unconscious.
Roll me
in
athletics.
some capacity. Athletics.
You gotta be a 22 apparently.
What?
Oh my
What
god.
this man
He's
roll?
an
You
old
have 30
man!
seconds to
Oh,
do
is
it.
it?
You know what? Bumlin
I'll put a
Buffin,
pause on the
fuck you.
timer.
Oh
Bumlin
fuck
Buffin,
me!
He's getting a 1.
No, come on. No, what
I have
things do I have?
inspirations if I can.
Actually, I'll use his strength. There you go. Because I don't think he'd be dex. I don't think he has a move. Also, the timer's on pause right now. I don't think he has the maneuverability for dex. So you wrestle him to the ground, and he begins cussing aloud. And if any of you speak Frajarian, it's quite a colorful phrase. I guess that's a fortunate thing that none of you do speak for. I think Frisk speaks Frajarian actually. But anyways, he will do this at you. No!
He's not
It's a
coming
comedy-
Yes!
No!
Yes!
She just start like
Nice.
slamming his skull into the ground and just like
You can
repeatedly
try, but
try
I don't
to
know
knock
if
him
you.
out.
He is undead, so you're not gonna kill him normally.
I just want to knock him unconscious. That's literally all I want to do.
You're hitting him. You're hitting his head against the stonework. No blood comes out. A sickening crunch of his skull does happen.
Oh, he's still kicking?
Thumbs in the eyes, thumbs in the eyes.
You know, she's just oh god, is the portal the oh
The glyph is not going away. Now is the wall of force.
ah
Can she like
It's-
try
she'll
to
grab the
call
book.
to the gods that she was getting the help of before to fucking murder it?
You grab the book.
I grab the book.
Oh, baby! Okay, let's go. You grab the book. That's what I like to
It's
hear.
like a book, and then she's just gonna make a run for like.
there she
hello.
goes.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Oh no, I'm not going.
No, it's the
Yeah.
bot.
Oh.
You ain't going anywhere, girl. Why
Oh
would
my
we?
god.
Why would we get rid of the main character?
What?
Let's see here.
I think I think
You
our
grab
idea
the
is just
book.
grab the book and then wanting to make a hasty retreat while she does a complete
Retreat
panic.
to where? You're trapped in a dome.
You're
I know
trapped in the wall
exactly.
of force right now. You grab the book.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
And as you do so, I need to make it's not really a concentration save because he's not concentrating on jack diddly shit. But it's more over his spellcraft capability, if that makes sense. So this would be his intelligence. Roll 20, you good? You good, roll 20?
Uh,
Not
You
sure
get
for
a
you. It's
23 and a
good for
19.
us.
yeah, we see 23.
Oh my god! It just showed up.
How does it show for you later than
I have
us?
no
You're the one that
fucking
rolled
clue, man.
this.
Roll 20's
Yeah.
been so slow, man. I don't fucking know, man. Alright.
What the fuck?
23 does fail against 25, so it fucking sucks. But I use a legendary resistance. It's not a saving throw, Crash. A grand unleashing of power rips open a voidic energy. It shatters the wall force. It breaks. It causes like a fissure. It doesn't break it. It's like getting hit by a sledgehammer, or I guess more like a big wrecking ball. This force just shoots out. It does knock Sakani into a bookshelf, Anushka, as the book is opened in front of you, and you can see its abyssal pages. Congratulations, by the way, you now are proficient in abyssal.
Oh yay, I can read!
Congratulations, you can read all the black text. The seam of the book, the spine, the opened up spine of it, is like cracking open slightly into the void. I guess a dark mimic of what's happening around you. Which, by the way, the entire tower is surrounded by the void right now. Like your guy, like all this shit out here, yeah, that's gone. You guys basically have like this tower. That's all you got left. The book rips open. All this voidic power and truth and knowledge is laden for you to bear. Can everyone else that isn't Anushka please make me? I guess it'd be a con to maintain your footing. It's not a con or strength. I'll make it your guys' choice. Con or strength. DC is 25. Best of luck.
well.
Could you roll athletics?
No.
Would I get to roll with Deet and Laura, or just
You can roll both, yeah.
pick one? Okay.
It's a save.
It's a save.
Okay.
It is
Oh, at
a
least
strength
it's a-
or con save.
think
I
you
will
said it was
give
25.
Oriana, you do get to add your Kensei die to it. I think you can figure out who it's from.
Yeah, but I don't have any left. Does she provide a die?
He provides it. I said you can roll your Kensei die. I didn't say you can
Is
expend one.
a nat
That
20
was not
considered a
the
success if you don't meet 25?
No. We don't do those rules here.
Then why are most of us rolling?
I don't know your guys' fucking save numbers.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Discord cut out, and all I heard was saves, and people were rolling. Sorry.
I don't memorize you guys' numbers, and I don't know what shit you guys are busting out.
Make a
What's
strength
the
or a con
requirement?
save.
DC 25, strength for con save.
Let me take plus off.
And you need to hit 25, so if you can't hit that, then it's like...
Sorry, that you gotta start busting out escape plans or something.
Hmm.
But it's very fitting that you're the one that succeeds, isn't it, Oriana? So, everyone else, you are It didn't repeat the music. I
Ah.
realized. It was on repeat before. What? So,
Oh my
everyone else, you are blasted back 10 feet or so, 10, 15 feet. You have to dig your heels into the stonework, find some purchasing on the shattered cobbled stonework that is the floor. Anushka, you are finally ready to learn the truth of everything and anything about your village. So is the hollow region in your head. To the rest of you being blasted by gales of voidic quote-unquote wind, more of her energy. You guys can see Anushka holding that book levitate about 5 or so feet up into the air as her head takes on a sort of rip where her scalp and her forehead are.
Oh.
And you guys can see a voidic rift open up from her mind, and a series of arms and hands pull themselves up
Oh, that's
and
so gross.
out. And you guys could see the, I guess, familiar form of the Hollow Regent in your... Well, Anushka, I guess you can't really see any of this. You're sort of having an out-of-body experience right now.
Mm.
And you guys can hear the Hollow Regent, his deity energy, his voice echoing like the void, begin chuckling. Yes. Your secrets laid bare to me, Sikani. And my secrets protected. Oriana, you see appear unaffected by any of this wind because she's not really there, Skavola, and she just has her arms crossed looking with it, like sort of like squinted, as if like, you know, like you're in a sandstorm. Now's the time, girl. If you can muster the strength to save your friend.
Can she actually... The dome was like busted open and everything, right? Like it was destroyed.
Everything's gone now.
Cool.
Magic Circle does keep things out, but when they have a handy little vessel to hide inside it, and he did let you in. You're invited in, like a vampire. But yeah, everything's gone now.
Mechanically, she's gonna use a key point to do Step of the Winds, just to give her like some extra bit of agility if that helps at all.
Yeah, a little bit of oomph against all the force right now. Yeah, fair.
Yeah, against the universe kind of mildly collapsing. She's gonna try and go for the book.
So you try to go for the book. Aight. Then, if that's the case, Kirsty, can you make me a strength saving throw? And I guess, Oriana, your choice of strength or dex, although I can imagine which one you're gonna pick.
Play the dex.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Jesus.
I could get a 1.
You could get a 1.
Absolutely. I'm so sorry.
Apparently not.
As she grabs it, what was it that Fia said to Rose? She's like, I'm sorry, Anushka. And she seals it
Oh
up.
my god.
You surge
Oh, that's
forward,
too
stepping against the wind in technicality, and rush forward to, I guess, Anushka's rescue and slam the book shut. And as you do so, the Hollow Regent stares, more than stares, he glares at you and says, no. And he reaches out to try to grab you, and I don't know how to describe it. Absorb you? Pull you in with him?
Is how aware is Anushka of her surroundings now that the book's closed?
Now that the book is out of your grasp, a lot more aware. You could see
Is she-
arms coming out of your head, which is not a pleasant sight.
Is she? Oh Christ! Does she see it going for Oriana?
Yes.
Okay, could she like take a step back and like attempt to, I don't know, wrestle
Make
with her head?
me
coming out of her
your
head?
make. It's gonna be a couple. Your
She
choice of
pulled
con. It's your choice of con or Chris. Can she? You try to pull him out. You can try.
Oh, that's so
I'll
much more
try.
fun, though.
Yeah, and I'd try and pull him out.
You can try.
Like take a step back and like do that. What did you say?
Okay, we'll do both then. So if you want to take a step back, make me a Constitution saving throw. If you want to try to pull him out, make me a Charisma saving throw at disadvantage because you are fighting against him, and he's definitely way more powerful than you.
Okay, yeah. So
What
here's
DC on both is
Constitution.
20.
Oh
Not
god.
good.
All right, so you're unable to take a step back. So Oriana, you see Anushka trying to no avail, desperately trying to take a step away from you. The book is closed in your grasp right now, and Anushka, you begin trying to grab at the arms that are coming out of you and make me a Charisma save.
Are
Yeah, just
the
saying, I'm
winds
just-
still blowing the rest of us back?
Nope. I will say you guys are definitely further away than these two. So
Would this is a oh god, this is a stupid idea. Yeah, fuck it. Would Oriana be able to assist her by trying to grab the guy trying to grab at her and pull him?
you'd have to drop the book.
Ah, fuck.
Because you... I mean, you're free to throw the book down, but then it's a question of who gets it.
Yeah.
Can Race try to run into Anushka? Give whatever
fucking
power
body
he
her.
can. Just
I would
give
say
it
you'd
to
have
her.
to make a dexterity saving throw to close the distance faster than they're doing what they're doing.
Okay.
And I would make that case for everyone, by the way. You guys have to be fast if you guys... This is like faster than combat speed, basically.
Right.
This is essentially
can we
one
do that?
round of action. You guys are essentially getting one round of actions. You know what? No, let's just make this easy.
Initiative.
If you guys want to drop the other tokens that you have, then you guys can go up here.
Yeah.
I will say, automatically, Anushka and Oriana, you guys are top of the round. You guys are the commanders of the situation.
Yeah. Well, I did get 22, so.
You did get a 22, that's true.
Oriana did not.
So just set those two to both 30 or something.
Yeah, I just do like 30.
30 and 30.01.
30.
I rolled really well on initiative for once. Wow.
Good job, bud.
I would say you guys don't need to do this all for each character. You guys could just do it like do as a
PC.
player and the characters you command. I think that'll be easier.
Okay. Can I use the
So-
higher one I rolled? It's the first one I rolled, to be fair.
It's the first one you rolled, so yeah, sure.
Nice.
Actually, I guess I just do them on there. So yeah, I guess, yeah, Oriana and Anushka, which one of you rolled higher? Anushka. Okay, so I guess
Yeah,
so
I got like 22.
Anushka, you're first up.
Okay. So it would be the charisma save,
wow.
right?
That is a
Am I?
charisma save at disadvantage.
Disadvantage, okay.
DC 20.
Oh!
You're so close despite it being disadvantaged.
Right.
You have the worst stats for this.
Plan, is that a bit of eventuality?
Just real quick.
That's fair game if you want.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I want this guy out of her head.
That'd be concerning if he was in your head, considering he's not. He's a
It would
figment
be
of my-
very concerning, yeah.
Considering he's a figment of my imagination. That would be really concerning.
know,
Or really
right?
cool. I think we could do a lot of dark things together. Anyways,
Mm-mm.
you are unable to take a step back away from Oriana. Oriana is like looking between the book at the Hall of Regent, or at least the figment that's in you. Like looking back and forth, and you're just like, I'm having enough of this. And which I think is the vibe that Anushka has given off about this whole situation for many
Yeah.
months now. You seize at the Hall of Regent's arms as he's like trying to lunge forward when you sort of feel the momentum and weight of him trying to lunge forward. To be fair, he's hollow, so he's not that heavy. As he's like lunging forward, you snatch at his wrist and use that momentum of him trying to lurch forward to also lurch him out of your head. And you like pull and tug. It's painful. It's probably how to describe this? It's like a migrant amped up to 100 as you're trying to pull him out of your head.
Ooh.
There's like this sort of rattling sensation in your very skull. Your teeth feel like they're getting like root canaled. It's a massive surge of pain, but you just have to do this once and you're free. So you suffer through it and you pull him out and he plops out of your head, lurches on the ground, and you can see that voidic rift in your head is still there, but it is closing in due time. Not slowly. I mean, it probably feels like a fucking eternity right now, but it is closing. And he looks around like a fucking caught out animal and sees the rift in your head. He sees all of you surging back up, and he tries to spring forward to get back in your head. And you guys can see right now that he's already dissipating. In the microseconds he's been out of your head, this isn't the real him, but it is some portion that's embedded in you. And he ironically needs you to live just as much as, well, I guess you don't really need him to live, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
In a weird way, it is sort of a parallel to Scavola and Oriana, but
I was thinking the same fucking
at least Scavola tells you up front that she's a raging bitch.
Yeah. Is
Did I tell you?
Is
Figure it
Anushka
out
able
very
to make a grab for her gun and just like?
Oh, that's way over there. There's no way you're making that distance, mate. Sorry.
Okay, we'll just like hammer her
but
head.
you do manage to pull the Hollow Region out of your head.
Wow.
And he's going to try to get back in there, and I am going to roll a d20 plus 5 for him.
Is she trying to like just kick him?
All right, well if that's not
so bad.
narrative storytelling, I don't know. If that's
Is
not
she just,
narrative
like,
storytelling, I don't know
flat
what it is.
She's like flat with like Sparta kick him or something.
Kick him in
That's
the
the end of
teeth.
your.
That's
That's
fine.
the end of your chance.
Oh.
Oriana,
Okay.
well, as much as he might want that book, he definitely wants to get back in her head.
Okay, cool. A little bit easier. First
And
off,
I will
Anushka,
say-
thank you.
I will say, and this is something that's instantaneous. Like the Scavola that has appeared has been following you, but this is something that is. It takes too long to say it. Because well, it's not really. I guess you're not really saying anything. You just sort of feel the intent behind it. Anything you do against the Hollow Regent, you will get a Kensei die on. If you're willing to sell your body to her, it will be her Kensei die. Because the one thing Scavola is about is the strength of man. So, how to say this? Kicking the ass of a physical manifested Fel God is pretty high up there on that list. Or you could do some wombo combo shit with her, I don't know.
I would be interested in the wombo combo thing. A little bit. Like, Orna
Then-
doesn't want to give into the full, like, oh, you could just possess me, whatever thing. But she is going to lean a little bit into it. Try
Okay.
to, at least. Can she, like,
What are you
item
try-
interaction shove the book in the bag first? Just, like, take that
Yeah.
kind of off the field? Okay.
I will say, the book isn't doing much better than the Hollow Regent.
Uh-huh.
It's like a death. It's like a death note. It's like whichever voidic influence holds it last, sort of claims dominion over it. So it's not exactly doing well right now. It might not last.
Does
So
Scavola need to read that information? Or does she just need to make sure Anushka didn't get it, basically? Slash, this guy on the ground.
there might be time enough to examine it. It's your call. Neither decision you make will be a betrayal, if that's what you're wondering.
I really want to kick this thing's ass, but I also... Well, I don't know what she wanted to do with the information. No.
Well, she definitely wanted the information, I will say
She
that,
wanted
but
the information. Okay.
I will say it like this. Remember what... I don't know if you remember what she said. All the information, getting that is extra credit. But there's only a specific portion of information she's looking at. And the thing isn't disintegrating all or nothing. It's sort of fading out of the world, but outward in. Sort of like the zone outside.
Oh.
Oh yeah, how is that going, by the way?
Horrible. The universe is collapsing.
Quite horrible, yeah.
Yeah, is it still, or is it like slowed down?
Don't get
I think you guys have. I think you guys have bigger fish to fry right now.
Yeah, okay, fair enough, fair enough. Okay.
Okay. Oriana's gonna back off the thing on the ground and try to skim through the book. Okay. This is how I'm kind of picturing it. You know how, like, you'll kind of look at a book and your eyes will kind of blur for a second. You kind of make out that there are words there, but, like, you're not really, like, reading it per se.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of wants to do that as an attempt to kind of split her focus to allow Brain, Scavola, to assist with reading to try and make deciphering the information faster.
Oh
mean,
shit,
just give it-
provincial. That's all you had to say. She has.
Provincial.
She has photographic memory. You seeing anything is enough for her to remember it.
Oh, perfect.
So as you begin like hyper reading through the book and you shove it in the bag, you can see the Scavola that's in front of you just smirk widely, like, you cheeky little bugger. She approves. And she does say, in the scant moments you have, shall we be getting rid of him then?
Oh,
And she has this wicked smile on her face.
Just gives a very curt nod. I'm just like, hell yes. Hell yes. Fuck this man up.
Do you want me to lead, or would you rather show me what you've got?
The latter.
She gestures, like, showing what you got. She just gestures like, let's see it then.
Go. Okay. Oriana doesn't have a lot. kind of wants this thing to suffer just a little bit. I have short sword and throwing knives. Could I just, like, you can't flurry a blow with, like, daggers. But I'm asking kindly, for narrative's sake, could she effectively flurry a blow and just have the throwing daggers just pin this thing to the ground? Or attempt to?
Are you still trying to wombo combo with Scavola?
Yes.
Okay.
Pin cushion.
Then, I've actually been looking for something for the past little bit. This is a Titanfall
perfect, we
2
saw.
execution.
Oh,
Just play that real quick.
Yeah, you might want to just watch that. It only takes a few seconds.
Hell yeah, that's cool.
That's pretty cool.
So you throw the book in the bag, and you agree with Scavola, let's do this. Let me show you what you got. And you sort of telepathically start indicate what you're trying to do, trying to pin him down, trying to beat the shit out of him. And she just nods like, very good. And then she fades out of existence in your vision. And then you begin pulling out your assorted weaponry pieces, and to everyone else, and you do end up seeing this, Oriana, but it's just different, because it's a bit on, how to say, it's sort of like when you're hasted. You're going so fast that your body's moving faster than your mind is going. To everyone else, you see something like that Titanfall 2 execution, where you see a sort of cascade of Scavolas begin appearing and doing a series of chops to actual effect, by the way, to the Hollow Regent. And in the meantime, as the Scavola is pummeling against the Hollow Regent, Oriana, you are pinning him down. And I don't imagine you're aiming for cloth. I imagine you're aiming what little constitutes his flesh at this point.
However little there
And then one last, I guess, cheeky little bit from Scavola is she moves in to like slam him in the head, and then she disappears right before she makes contact, which is enough of a distract for you to conk him on the head with her staff.
bonk.
She appears once again in your vision and your vision alone, and then she just does like an applauding hand like up in the air for both you and her. And she has this sort of shit-eating grin on her face.
I feel that's a little deserved in the case.
Again, she's quite the wicked woman if you give her the chance. He is pinned to the ground by a series of blades. What do the rest of you do? You know what? It is getting late. I'll ask you guys, because we're definitely well past overtime.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Just
Oh, yeah.
noticed the time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I'll ask you guys, who wants to take a stab at the Hollow Region while he's still here? He's. I will tell you this. He's not making it. He's not making it.
I'll do mine
I do.
last because I don't want to make a stab at him. I want Anushka to make a stab at him, and I want to do that.
Yeah,
by-
I want to give something to Anushka.
Okay,
Is it-
then. Does anyone want to take a stab at him?
Fight.
Okay,
Please take all the
silence.
stabs.
Silence at that. Okay. What do you guys give Anushka? Well, I guess we'll make it a bit simpler then.
Yeah, you or me first, Alec.
well, that depends. Are you going for a rifle?
No.
All right. Well, then I'm going for her rifle. I want to throw it to her.
Easy enough.
Mhm.
Which character? I guess is the question. What are you trying to do, Fred?
Reyes will run up to Anushka. He'll stick his hand into his own body, pull it out. It looks empty, and then he'll put it in Anushka's hand, and then he'll say, "You can be trusted. This be Sajar's trust in you."
Oh!
If she looks at her hand, what's there?
Nothing, it's
A
esoteric.
strong sensation that Sajar trusts you.
Oh, okay.
It's a symbolic trust.
Take a bluff, please.
You know what? That's fair.
In
So
lieu
she
of
just
that,
looks
can
down
I
and
give her
she's like,
Bardic to help
yes.
hit?
You can give Bardic 100. How does Silent give Bardic to her?
That's a good question. Because I do not know.
You don't have to know.
Just shout, kick his
Yeah.
ass, Feebass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I make a
Hump his
suggestion?
head into the ground.
Please do, because it's my last one, so we should make it fun.
Oh no, sorry, not to you, to Anushka.
Oh,
You should
okay.
you should load Sajar's trust into your rifle.
I will do that. I will do that.
Ciao.
Okay.
Kill him with the power of friendship.
You kill it.
Oh my god,
So-
actually.
So, as Alexander, you surge forward, Silas, you begin playing at your violin, which is such an orderly, peaceful thing amidst all this fucking chaos as the world is crumbling around you. It's sort of poetic, sort of like, people playing on the Titanic, or
have an
people
idea,
playing in the ruins of a destroyed World War II civilization. What do you have?
I was gonna say, in kind of the same vein of what you were saying, they start playing Claire de Lune to try and give her the focus and calm
You begin playing Claire Lune, huh?
to aim steady.
Oh my god, the only like idea I have of that is that really creepy version that Crash played that
We
one time.
play the normal one sometimes. Shut up.
Well, this one sure is creepy because by those standards, because it is violin. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the world is collapsing around us, so that definitely.
And
adds
the world
things.
is collapsing around you. It's
Yes.
fine.
But you know what? We need creepy vibes right now. We need creepy vibes.
Would I be able to pray to make like to
Sure.
ask if Anushka's shot will be
Make me a religion roll, Zalora.
while she's doing that, can I also say that the what is it? The thing that lets her re-roll it if it goes bad is on her partner Mischief.
Yo.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, thank you.
As Allura begins taking knee to pray amidst what I guess is even more your darkest hour than that boss fight, truly, literally. Don't look outside, you might go blind. This violin is playing. It's sort of like watching like a lot of slow-mo happening as you are all jumping and hopped up on adrenaline right now. It's in a weird way calming, in like a runner's high sort of way. It's hard. It's very weird. Aloy, your prayers are answered to a degree. I guess it depends on who you ask. As Raze, you surge forward and give Anushka Sajar's trust. Anushka, there's technically nothing in your hand except a good feeling. I guess. Just take that as you will. Take that as you will, but, that good feeling, that good emotional feeling combined with a good physical feeling, I think is a double whammy. As Alexander, you surge forward, you kick off the ground, grab her gun, and sort of chuck it at her, and you can see out of the corner of your eye, Anushka, as you're looking down your hand at a non-existent something, your beloved rifle fly over to you, and you see a burst of, or a dash, an afterimage of radiant light following it, and as it reaches your hand, it is glowing. To everyone else that sees past it, this includes, or I guess, is beholding Anushka, and this includes you, Oriana, Varric is behind you. Thy prayers are answered. You need a blade of radiance to deliver justice unto you, or unto your transgressor. By all accounts, right now, he can make a single weapon his blade of radiance. He just turned your gun into yours.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
hell
We're killing God
yeah.
with the power of friendship.
What are you gonna
Yeah, yeah.
So as the hollow region is pinned to the ground by a series of throwing knives, he doesn't really feel concussions, but you could tell from the way his helmet, or what constitutes his head, is slightly off-turned from his actual face, and he's unable to turn it back because he's pinned. What does Anushka do?
I mean, she's going to put the power of friendship and Sajar's trust into the gun. And then literally just empty the case into him. Like, just fucking empty everything she's got into this bugger.
Bing, bang, bam, bada bing, bada bam.
Yeah. Like literally just like put a foot on top of his chest or something and just
Yes.
kind of thing. Like, point blank kind of deal. Until it's like empty and he's just got no face left.
Yeah, he begins pulling his arm free from the throwing knives. He returns his face back to its original position. And as he does so, as he realigns his visor's vision, you step on his chest and aim the rifle right at his head. And one last word he gets in is, "I'll remember this." And that's the last words he gets in as a cacophony of rifle rounds begin shooting point blank. And I will say they never hit the ground behind him. But they do definitely go through the metal that constitutes his face.
Glorious.
Your rifle is red hot by the time you're done. The barrel, that is.
Yep. She like sort of looks around for more bullets, realizes she doesn't have any left, and she's just like, oh, "Well, I just stab him with the bayonet. Is that a thing I can do?"
He's already beginning to well, he was already phasing out of this reality,
Yeah.
but all the bullets that got sent onto him, he is out of there. There is nothing left as your sort of foot begins to phase and fall through him, and his still body just goes away.
Like as she sort of sees this, she'll just kind of look down and just go, send Darilo in my regards. As a last bit.
I will say, as he fades away, you do hear the souls of the damned sort of echoing out. Now, boop, 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 boop. And more importantly, at Oriana, does 27 hit you?
Oh god, but that bastard!
Just a little bit, bud. Unless I bumbling buffoon to make it 0 or 1. I will use bumbling buffoon just to insult this man right now.
Are you? Can you
Yes,
tell me?
absolutely.
Confirm?
Yes.
Okay.
There's nothing I can add.
Yeah.
to
Wait, you already used your bumbling buffoon.
I did?
Apparently.
Did you take mine?
I'll use mine. My birthday's in a couple of months. Let me use mine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just take your kindness. Thank you very much.
Don't make me
Yeah,
regret
mine's
it.
like 9 months away, please.
As you know, this entire ordeal is reeling in your guys' senses. Silas, your eyes are half lidded, half closed as you're focusing on playing music through all this dark evil. And you can see out of the corner of your eye some dark evil get up and try to lurch onto Oriana, and you shout a warning to Oriana, enough for her to like turn around and just take a dodging step back as Tsukane was trying to grab at your face, and you could see his hands are basically Vanta Black. His long, gnarly, long-nailed hands are Vanta Black, but they immediately fade, and he's just sort of speaking in his abyssal influence common. The book. Give me my book.
Oh,
Yeah.
You be dinner now.
poor little guy. We're just a little too high strung.
I think Oriana mildly wants to just fuck with this guy and like stay within range to give him a hope to try and lunge at her again, but constantly moving backwards.
I will say he is. You thought he was old before. He's hyper aging right now.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
disintegrating into nothing.
You remember how I told you guys when you got wound back on time, your time would catch up to you?
Ah.
Congratulations! His efforts with the lunar fracture weren't entirely pointless, but he is feeling the same effects right now.
Oh, that gives me joy.
He is fading, and he is fading faster than you could see. In approximately 2 seconds, he will be dust to the wind.
Can I be quicker?
Roll me a dex save.
Come on, 20.
DC
Come on,
20.
Come on,
DC 20.
Come on, 20.
Yeah.
Fuck!
Ah!
Such a shame.
Well, what were you trying to do? I might give you advantage, depending on what you're trying to do. If it's shoot him, then that's advantage. Definitely room for advantage. But what are you trying to do?
Absolutely shoot him.
Okay, then yeah, roll for advantage.
Just
It's called
a
an
lot of
wounds.
holes.
Please! No! Alright.
Aw.
If you dead, I'll give you a third roll.
If I what?
If you dead, I'll give you a third roll.
Oh, absolutely. I got one left.
Come on, story cinematic moment.
Perfect. It's
Come on.
perfect.
Come on,
Give me a
dice.
roll.
Come on.
Hey,
It
check
has
your
to
check.
make it. Ah,
Uh,
am I
Take a
still
reroll.
blessed?
take a reroll from Kasai.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah!
That does it.
Sometimes
True love.
teamwork makes the dream work.
As he's
The
like
greatest power that be.
power of friendship and love. As he's like reaching for his book, like clawing at the
Dude.
ground, getting old and decrepit. Last Crusade style. Alistair just goes, "Hey!" He turns his head and bang right between the eyes.
You shoot him, and it's like all the effects caught up in around the impact point. His head it crumbles and turns to dust, and then the rest of him just begins to fade away like mummy style. And then I will say his dust isn't like gray or brown; it is black,
Ooh.
like soot, and it just immediately flies out through the cross hallway that forms his living quarters and out into the void. The void always wins in the end, even if you think you got a leg up on it. Now, that does leave now that you guys have killed the Hollow Regent, you guys have acquired